All right, on to part 2. Finished part 1. And oh gosh, we got to go through the tutorial again. Is there a way to skip? Yep.
And mechanical beards. Organized. They took our village by force. They left nothing behind but tears and devastation. They were looking for gold. And Elysium. The girl that fell for... And only one person was prepared to save her. He woke her up. Contacted her fiancé. And took truth once he got there. Cletus wasn't acting out of love. He had an agreement with Ulysses, the mysterious leader of the Organon. And Argus, his right hand.
That's weird that
Her
only
memory.
Gold has the
They wanted to make
ascension
sure
codes.
no Elysian would ever know that our world is inhabited. For their goal was terrible beyond imagination. They wanted to blow up our world. But they had failed to reckon with the One. He swapped the cartridges. And he restored Goal's memory
So
so
Gold's
that she
faking it
could
with
bear the
Cletus.
truth to Elysium. The name of this one man, this selfless hero, was
Doofus.
Rufus.
It's so silly.
Dun, 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 dun. Bop, bop, bop.
That wasn't the whole story, was it?
That was the first part. I think it's going to be a trilogy.
Sounds a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievably cool.
But if it really all happened like that, shouldn't I be on my way to Elysium with Cletus? So what are you doing here? Where is Cletus? Why am I unable to remember any of this? And forgive me for asking, but why is there a burning saw blade stuck in the side of the ship?
Oh, that. Oh, well, I was about to get to that part. So listen up. Da 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 dun 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 dun.
You're being pathetic again about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing bags due to dirty socks I threw to the lampshades rim borders on anodon's gone. Didn't I explicate it? Are you still not persuaded? There's cracks growing on your tympanic membrane. Remember Deponia, self-sacrifices and blood. Gosh, now I have to start all over again. Huzzah, all over again.
Chaos on Deponia. So part 2 is called Chaos on Deponia. And I wonder who's going to be the cause of the chaos.
Trash.
There's Doc. And I guess that's his
And
wife.
more trash.
Isn't it adorable?
Yeah, sure. Hard to imagine I ever wanted to leave here.
Ah, Rufus. This is the lad I was telling you about.
What? Him? From what you told me, I had imagined a smart young man, not a filthy bum.
There's more to him than meets the eye. When I first met him, Rufus was still a... How shall I put this?
Just say it. I was a self-indulgent slob, but I'm steadily improving.
That's right.
Hey,
right
he's
now,
becoming
for
self-aware.
example, he is helping Bozo to get the trawler shipshape.
So I am. I was going to ask you whether I can borrow your hammer.
No problem. You can take it from my toolbox over there.
Thanks, Doc. You're the best.
I still don't know, really. Something just doesn't seem right about that boy.
But Grandma Utz, whatever are you talking about?
Oh, that's not Doc's wife. That's the toolbox.
Aren't you worried he might steal something?
I'm gonna steal everything.
I trust him.
Completely, yeah, I'm gonna steal
Didn't
everything.
you tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Oh!
Those days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
Take the
Rufus
hammer out of the
seems
bird.
like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus? Brutal?
That's very unfair, Grandma. Where'd... Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, geez.
All I'm saying is that he seems very clumsy.
And you would be right, Grandma. Oh no.
Your fears are completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
What if he suddenly...
Believe
Okay,
me,
the
those
fuse.
days are over.
Power inverter goes into the fuse box, usually.
If that's all true, then he must have turned himself around 180 degrees.
That's how it is.
Oh, that's a hint,
As if
because the
someone
inverter
installed a
turns everything
power
around 100,
inverter in it.
you know, it reverses things, right? So now the toilet flushes up instead of down.
And he shouldn't give John Thomas too much to drink under any circumstances.
Oh no!
If that's all you're worried about,
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
Alright. That'll flush it into the sink.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Oh.
Absolutely.
Good, good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month.
Can't grab John John?
Perhaps I'm worrying unnecessarily. After all, John Thomas is very
Oh,
good
John
at
Thomas, my bad.
self-defense.
Oh, Grandma Utz. That would be at all necessary.
What happened? What does that do? Oh! Oh, no! That's the garbage disposal. With the hammer.
I just hope he doesn't turn my whole house upside down.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
smother it?
Will you promise me that he won't try to knock me out with a blunt instrument to steal my things?
Not Rufus. When I met him, he may have been a bit crude and sometimes even disrespectful. But at heart, he's a very good boy.
No? Okay. Pick up the hammer?
Will you promise me that he won't try to...
When I met him,
No,
but
no,
at
I
heart...
already went through that. I guess I gotta soak the
You
tablecloth.
almost have me convinced, but there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Grandma. You worry about the silliest things.
Guess she wants me to
If
clog the
you
garbage
promise
disposal,
me
right?
that he will be careful, then everything is all right. Just as long as nothing happens to my John Thomas.
Oh,
Promise.
no.
Then I should apologize. I suppose your Rufus really must have improved.
What to John Thomas? What happened to John Thomas?
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me? No way. But enough chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
By the
he just-
way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through all that. I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan are you talking about?
Why
Well,
a song?
what does it look like?
It looks like a madman's attempt to refute the principle of action and reaction.
Close enough.
Goodness gracious me.
As soon as I step on these bellows, the cork will hit the 3 targets one by one. In a spectacular chain reaction, this will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the falling blade if you want to hold on to your fingers. Watch your fingers, Doc. As soon as the cork...
It would be insane to, but it would be even more insane to assume I would be safe here.
The cork is in place
Okay,
and precisely
there's the
oriented.
cork.
Well, approximately precisely.
It'll hit the Bunsen
The
burner.
first target opens the gas tap on the Bunsen burner, which then lights the fuse.
Isn't it more probable that the cork will simply knock over the Bunsen burner?
My design is based on science, not some nebulous probabilities.
The calculation of probabilities is an integral component of all sciences.
For you, maybe. My science is based on hearsay and inner conviction.
The cork should ricochet and hit the pan, right?
Second, the cork will ricochet off this pan.
I seriously doubt that. On what do you base this assumption?
Well, I drew a target on it, didn't I?
Oh, heavens.
What does the pan do? Oh, the cork then flies off the pan into this thing, the vase.
After the cork ricochets off the other 2 targets, it will hit exactly here. I've calculated everything precisely.
How did you calculate that?
Well, the way you calculate things. You lie down for a while, and these mathematical formulas come to you in your sleep.
not sure exactly then how... the fuse gets lit.
Light the fireworks as soon as the saw blade is in the air. Then, they will create enough spin to catapult me directly to Elysium. At the halfway point, eagles will start to fly alongside me if my sketch is correct.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this thing will drop the guillotine, which will cut the rope that's holding this catapult. Okay, gotcha. All right, here we go.
Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
Oh, perfect.
Doc. Uh-oh. Doc, that's not a good place for
Oh,
a
it's
nap.
boiling
The Bunsen
water
burner
away.
could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The fuse is already lit. Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Darn it. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
That's a tough one. Oh, here's a knife. Step on the panhandle, right?
And whoop! Oof, perfect body control, as always.
Where do we cut? I gotta cut something. Cut the firework?
Maybe I can scratch a little black powder out of there. That shouldn't affect the flight characteristics of the saw blade, should it? That tickles.
Oh. Then it went into the pan, so I'm stepping
With
on
the
the
right
panhandle
momentum,
again.
I could catapult the black powder into the air intake of the bellows. Easy and totally realistic. I shot the black powder into the bellows right through the air intake in a million shots, and nobody saw it. If the black powder would ignite the gas, and then there's bound to be an interesting
He wants
chain
to
reaction,
launch the
whose
gas
outcome
canister
is
into
very
Doc's
difficult.
head.
What am I waiting for? Oh, it worked! I saved Doc! Whoa! Whoa!
How come that thing didn't release?
What?
You haven't answered my question. How did you get here? I just don't understand.
That's because there is nothing to understand.
Cletus is still alive.
The whole story is nothing but one big filthy lie. Almost as filthy as Rufus, but not quite.
Cletus?
Of course it's Cletus. Why would that surprise you? I am not the one who barged in here uninvited.
I have come to save my planet.
Well done, moron. Goal and I had reached an agreement. I was trying to keep the existence of the Deponians a secret from the Council of Elders so that Deponia could be exploded, but Goal convinced me to tell the truth. We were just about to save Deponia. The escape pod was taking us to Elysium. Now, it's useless. We're not going to make it to Elysium, and the Council of Elders will never learn about the Deponians. Bravo, Rufus. That was a stroke of genius.
Don't listen to him, Goal. He's lying through his teeth.
I don't know. His version does sound pretty convincing.
Now, remember, he's lied to you before. The Goal that I know would never have let him get away with it.
That's because you only know one part of Goal, the part that is naive and idealistic.
The Goal that I know is a fighter who will stand up for what she believes in.
But there is a third part as well. And that part sides with me. Isn't that true, Goal?
There is no third part. You tell him, Goal.
I just don't know. I can't remember a thing.
Of course you can't. Thanks to this Fleabag's brilliant intervention, your brain implant has been damaged. It's a habit.
He did do a poor job of
I'll
cleaning the
fix it.
contacts.
Don't worry.
You still don't get it, do you? We have no use for you here. If you really want to help Goal, then jump. We're directly over the ocean. With a little luck, you may even survive the fall.
No. No, this isn't right.
Oh, come on. Do what is best for Goal.
That looks like an ejector seat. Huh. There's still dust on the label. A shrink ray. That's even better than an ejector seat. Wait, there's more dust. Awesome! A bear! The favorite so far. Huh, must be the ejector seat after all. And again,
Just
the
goes-
shrink ray. I won't let that underhanded traitor take Goal to Elysium.
Oh, come on. Do what is best for
All
I'm
right, here we
what's
go.
best for Goal. No,
I'm hoping for the
don't!
bear.
Ha! Nothing. Why? I wonder if... Uh-oh! No! Goal!
You idiot!
Goal! No, 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 no!
You blasted idiot!
Cletus, help me!
Hang on! Don't panic! I'll come and get you! Somehow!
How did she get over there?
Do you finally realize the damage you're doing?
Cletus!
Don't panic! I'll get you!
Why don't I do everyone a favor and kill you right here?
I'm coming, Goal! Hang in there!
Where do you think you're going?
I'm on my way!
Watch out! The rope's going to break at any moment!
What are you doing? Did you really think you could get away like that? Say bye-bye, Rufus.
Cletus! No!
Cletus!
Ah!
Oh dear, what have I done?
I still can't believe he really did that.
No need to worry, really. He's just like a wombat. He often falls, but he always lands on
All the others. I know. What is that noise?
what the?
Goal?
Don't be silly. If that were gold, the next we could expect.
Rufus. Ouch.
Argus and the Argonauts.
Everything's retination, Bailiff. Acknowledged, Chief Blaster. Anything else? Are there no new instructions? We can start the countdown now. I appreciate your eagerness, but this is not a training maneuver. This is about destroying the zone around the Rust Red Sea before we blow up the entire planet. I see, Bailiff. Stop interrupting me. I know very well what is at stake here. Do you think I wasn't aware of all the implications? It is true. Inspector Cletus has not yet reached Elysium. We can only guess what kept him, but as long as there is still hope that he will complete his task, we need not worry. Until then, I don't want to hear about any countdowns. Do you understand? Yes, I do, Bailiff. Cletus is going to succeed. He will convince the Council of Elders that there is no sentient life on Deponia. And, if he should fail, Then we shall see to it that the planet is indeed uninhabited. Dismissed. I have too many worries of my own to deal with your moral misgivings, so get out! Out, I say! Yes, sir. Where the devil is Cletus?
Oh no!
Only the most epic tales feature cruel depictions of saw blades crushed into cable boat walls. The attempt, though a blunt stunt, affected goals and planned, which surely can't be blamed on Rufus at all. Reckoning up the sum, the best was yet to come. For the end of part one seemed a little too coarse, and to amend we'll send him to attend a second chance for a decent happy ending. A grand fling with dancing and booze and so forth.
A sound with booze and so forth.
Oh, I think I ought to fire my chiropractor. Doc? Huh, we seem to have docked. But where is everybody? Huh, a note from Bozo, that old pirate. Morning, lazy bones. Doc took Gold to his office. Huh, finally someone who uses his brain. She wasn't feeling all that well, yada yada yada, blood from her ears, blah blah blah. You can find me in the tavern. Tavern? Now that sounds promising. Huh, there's something else. Don't forget to go and see Doc. He needs your help. Why can't they ever manage without me?
Hey.
I would love to claim that I don't rummage around in trash, but who am I kidding? After all, this is Deponia. Ugh, slimy. Oh, that is disgusting. No, I've had it. I simply do not belong here. Wait, what's this? Hey, that's my old anchovy bait. It's still good.
That's gross. Okay, so I got the anchovy bait. Is there anything else in there?
No, I don't have to do that. I'm better than those Deponian trash diggers. I have to.
Hello?
I can't leave here, not without gold.
Okay.
Ah, nothing beats a fresh breeze from the sea. The smell of freedom and adventure. And tar, toxic chemicals. And Tony's mother?
Your fish.
Rotten fish.
That bird.
Close enough. But this native presents a welcome opportunity to make use of my cosmopolitan tactfulness and my linguistic skills. Me, Rufus, where I find lab belong to
What
Doc.
an idiot.
Are you talking to me, ape man? We put maps up for people like you.
Ah, you mean heroes passing through?
I mean people we prefer not to talk to.
Hey, just so you know it, I have an excellent sense of direction. I don't need your stinking maps.
So what you looking at it for?
I'm not looking. I'm just shooting it a contemptuous glance. Doc's office is in the industrial park. But where's the tavern? Ah, well, who cares? I guess I'll go see Doc first then. First, I have to help Doc get gold. Can't have the old coot grabbing all the credit for himself. I can look around the town later. First, I have to help Doc get Goal back into shape. Can't have the old coot grabbing all the credit for himself.
I guess okay.
So much wonderful potential for a festive, all-consuming fire.
Platypus. Eggs in tunnel.
Caution is required. The colorful ones like to bite back. Oh man, that was a lousy Easter. What an ugly nest. It must belong to an extremely ugly bird. According to the delivery note, the crate contains a replacement airbag for the canal gondolas.
Ah, okay. That's a hint, right?
Who needs something like that? You can feel it when the electricity flows. Even more potential for even more dramatic turns. White, of all things, the wet blanket among colors.
Clever bite.
I'll
Hello.
show him who the superior species is around here. What a cute little doggy you are.
I beg your pardon? Mine is Cleverbite. I'm an autonomous, cybernetically highly developed service unit, programmed to perform complex security tasks.
Cleverbite. Oh, such an amusing name for a robo-dog.
I will not suffer such indignities. Through the neuronal connection of computer circuits with organic cerebral matter, I am capable of processing more than 3,000 floating point operations per second.
Can you sit up and beg?
Perhaps not, but I could sit up and grab something until you beg me to let go.
You know, you've got quite an attitude for a cyber whatever mongrel, but I'm pretty sure that your bark is worse than your bite.
Do you hear me barking then?
I don't know. All I can hear is... I'll ask Doc to make you a cyber muzzle.
To do that, you would need to get past me, right?
I'm not going to allow some stupid mutt to block my path.
Actually, I'm a superior cybernetic.
Superior.
Let me show you who is superior here. Down.
I am not sure I have comprehended your intention.
That's because you're only a silly dog.
It might help if you could talk in complete sentences.
Down, boy.
Bravo. With a little more effort, you might indeed be capable of forming an entire sentence.
Ha! Piece of cake. I hereby demand that you perform the act of down.
Good boy. But I'm still not sure what you're really trying to tell me.
Well, down, down, see? Like this.
This guy cracks me up.
Let me through. I have to see Doc.
Oh, but I can't do that.
He's a guard
If
dog.
I let you through, my designation as a watchdog would be completely compromised.
And if you don't, you'll be completely compressed. I think you're forgetting who's the superior species here.
Then why don't you simply show me?
What a weird laugh.
Will you please me in?
That That sounds better. Get the third word you said.
Please,
Talk directly into the audio interface.
if you insist. Please, 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 please!
Stop it! Oh, please, stop! You're overloading my circuits!
Oh, okay, so the more I make him laugh, that's how I overload his circuits, right?
Who's a good robot dog?
I need to think about that one. Your mother, perhaps?
What?
Oh,
You rotten! Stupid mutt!
What? You're giving up already? How disappointing.
There's a guard dog. Here's a stick. This task, I'll just trash the stupid mutt. Hey, look what I've got! And now, be a good dog and fetch the stick. What's wrong? Fetch the stick, or are you too stupid?
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Fetch that stick.
no.
You go fetch that stick. Now, Adam.
If you're so fond of that stick, why don't you go get it yourself? And if you're a good boy, I might even let you pass.
That tin can is even too stupid to fetch. Go on. I just threw a stick, and you are a dog. So, what do dogs do in a case like this?
I wait for you to make an even bigger fool of yourself?
No, wrong. You fetch the stick. Or are you too stupid? Wait. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, the light bulb lights up when he
Oh.
laughs.
Boy, you didn't really just do that, did you? I can't take it anymore.
Something seems to be wrong with this. It flickers constantly. Maybe the fixture's loose.
Decapo! Decapo!
What does that mean, Dick Capo?
Maybe the fixture's loose.
Decapo! Decapo!
Okay.
Exactly. That barking trash can may think he can shock me, but I'll show him what a shock. When the shock. I mean, what the shock. Oh, whatever. Some ingenious pun with shock. Shock. Oh, come on, Rufus. You don't need a punchline to be.
What did he do? Oh, it's highly charged.
Now he's in for a nasty shock. Hey, what's wrong? Are you giving up?
Yes, you were right. This stick business is just too much for me.
You stupid muddy cur. Here, like this. You put the stick in your mouth.
Oh boy, I can't take it anymore. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, 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 oh boy.
Oh my gosh, his brain exploded. Okay.
That is a techno flux inductor thingamy. I can spot one right off. It's time for another brilliant maneuver, plus or minus 10 minutes. Not necessary. I've got all the time I need. Does it have juice?
What is going on out there? Stop playing around with the equipment and come in.
Yeah, that's probably something I need to use later.
Hey. Go look for Bozo then. He mentioned a tavern.
Her implant has been badly damaged. I need... Well, yes. Her entire mind is stored on the thing. Her memory, her character. I can save the data, but I need empty cartridges.
And these cartridges are hard to obtain?
Really. This is the floating after all. There's nothing you can't get. Brain implants are currently all the rage. I installed another one just the other day. You will find shop.
What? Why me?
Because I need to get ready for the surgery.
And I need to familiarize myself with local circumstances. Bozo said something about a tavern?
Rufus.
All right. So, cartridge in a gadget shop?
It's right by the harbor, outside the city gate. Just have them charged to my account. But make very sure, get the cartridge. She's bound to cause problems.
Well, it's your money.
Okay.
She's almost always unconscious when we run into each other. I wonder if there's a connection. Nonsense. Goal!
She can't hear you, Rufus.
No problem. I know what to do. All I need is battery acid, gunpowder, bull's blood.
Or you can simply bring me the cartridges as I asked you to do.
We'll see. So, I get those cartridges in the gadget shop?
It's right by the harbor, outside the city gate. Just have them charged to my account. But make very sure that you get the good cartridges.
Some things I can pick up.
Chew first.
That was a reminder that you are not to poke around in my thing.
Okay, reminder heard and ignored.
Rufus?
It's okay.
Is there anything that I can pick up here? Laser. Switch. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, switch turns the freezer off and on. Okay, I gotta go to the marketplace.
Again. That's the way I like it.
That's probably not a good thing, right?
A little more power here certainly couldn't hurt.
Don't play around with the equipment. If you aren't careful, you could open a wormhole.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
What happened?
I have too much time on my hands if I'm starting to fiddle with Doc's clocks.
I don't know what to do with this paint bucket.
White, of all things. The wet blanket among colors.
Oh, I see. White probably is significant for something. Okay.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
No, we're talking to the three-headed plant. We know what you're planning.
Oh yeah? Seems like you know more than I do.
News spreads fast in the floating black market.
It mustn't fall into the wrong hands.
And your hands would be the right ones?
Let's just...
We're the good guys. Something unspeakable.
So unspeakable that we cannot
talk about it. We've already said too much. But we'll be back.
And then we'll get what is rightfully ours.
Do not talk about this to who your true friends are.
Death to the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
What was that all about?
That's weird. Oh.
And who have we here? Well, if it isn't the newcomer that everyone's talking about.
They're talking about me. High time, too. All those stories of my heroic deeds are actually quite understated.
We're not interested in fairy tale that we want.
Huh. Tough. Good looks is something you're born with.
We are talking about the secret ascension codes.
The ascension codes? Over my dead body. Wait, let me rephrase that. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Oh! Oh! Ow! Oof! Ow! Oh!
He hasn't got the money. I guess he isn't as stupid as he looks.
So what do we do now?
We'd better report this to Donna.
Donna.
Oh. Lots of friendly people here. Maybe I should tone it down a bit. Small baby. Nothing like What was it I didn't want to do again with jars full of hooks? I'm sure I'll remember it eventually. What was it I didn't want to do again with jars full of hooks? Oh yeah! Stick my hand in. Ow! I don't want that. That's really small bait. Nothing like my epic whale bait, made from...
Welcome to Gilligan's Gadget Garden. You are being served by Shopomat 2000. How may I help you?
Yeah, Doc sent me to get a set of cartridges.
Of course, we currently offer 2 different brands. The first is Platinum Proof Professional. They are somewhat more expensive but of better quality. There is a cheaper kind as well. Cowboy Dodo's Jolly All-Purpose Cartridges. Their quality may not be top of the line, but they come with a free colorful lollipop.
A lollipop?
So which brand do you prefer? And those are really the good cartridges?
Of course. Remember, Goal's mind is at stake here.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Hmm? Ew. Did it work?
I'm not sure. Something's not right.
Rufus? I might have known. Why does the same question pop up in my mind every time I set eyes on you?
Who's that good-looking guy in the snappy overcoat?
Where am I?
Because the aura of my magnetism is befuddling your sense of orientation.
Seriously, where did you drag me off to this time? And what is that awful smell?
This is the floating black market. You're safe here.
Safe? Rufus, I was on my way to Elysium.
Well, yes, you were, but with the wrong guy.
Cletus wanted to help me.
Trust that lying slime bag?
Yes, who I am more likely to trust. My fiancé or his cheap imitation?
Hey, what's up with you?
What's up? I wake up only to find myself in some stinking torture chamber. That's what's up with me. I'm already itching all over just because I'm forced to breathe this foul, polluted air. I'm about to be sick. I need to get out of here.
Uh-oh. What happened?
She seems to be pretty mad.
Not really. I just have a certain effect on explosive women.
What, lighting the fuse?
Yeah, very funny. But she actually did seem a little volatile. Are you sure you didn't mess her up somehow?
I think I might be able to explain this. Some information wasn't written to the cartridge, almost as if we had used the cheap ones.
Not as cheap as your excuses.
Her mind appears to have been split 3 ways.
So, the woman who just stomped out of the lab is only a part of Goal?
And not the most agreeable part, I hope.
Come on, Doc. I thought you were an expert.
It is nothing that I can't fix, but for that, I need all 3 cartridges, including the one that is currently inserted in her implant. Also, I cannot operate without the consent of the patient. Therefore, all 3 parts of Goal must cooperate.
Oh yeah, judging from the positive...
Reed, maybe you had better start with a different part of her character.
Huh?
Take the 2 cartridges that are still in the output hopper. And this thing.
What is it? A remote control?
See that compartment in the back? Just insert one of the other cartridges and press the button when you're close to go.
That's what I said. Remote.
It's more complicated than that. Date, buffer, and
I can zap back and forth, but there's...
No. Yes. Like that, but
just like a remote.
Just like a remote.
Cool. I wish I'd had one of these for Tony.
Hurry up, Rufus. The longer the fragments of her character get to their independence, the more difficult it will become to talk them into having that surgery done. Go find Goal and persuade her. All 3 parts of her. I will prepare everything else here in the meantime.
All right, here we go.
I guess I shouldn't have. But I didn't, right? I chose the expensive stuff. Ah, this. Yeah. Where am I? Hmm. Let's go back to the dock. What's this guy doing in there?
Welcome to Gilligan. You are being... How may I...
What kind of things do you sell here?
At Gilligan's Gadget Garden, we offer the most amazing equipment in all of Deponia. Go ahead and browse at your leisure. You are welcome to try out a few gadgets. But please remember to put back the merchandise before you leave the shop.
But of course. What do you take me for?
My CPU has calculated an 86% probability of an imminent attempt at shoplifting.
What? Now that's outrageous. Based on what?
Based on several factors. The way you are dressed, for example.
Are you a robot?
The Gadgeteer constructed me so I could help him run the shop.
Smart move. Where is he now?
This information is irrelevant. I am completely autonomous.
I see. I wonder what became of the Gadgeteer.
We have no idea. We have been looking
He's
for
sitting
him
inside
for
the
months.
robot.
We?
Yes, we are very worried about him, his wife, and I.
Huh.
So, the Gadgeteer is married?
Yes, Camilla is a wonderful lady. I am with her every day,
Yeah, I
lending
need to
her
find
support.
Camilla at some point.
These must be hard times for her.
She should not grieve for a husband who left her in the lurch. She should just look ahead.
People are so unreliable.
That is what I have been telling Camilla for months. By now she thinks I am right. Robots are so much more reliable, she says.
Why is the pedestal over there empty?
It is not empty. What you cannot see there is the golden dragon of invisibility, the most powerful gadget on Deponia.
Golden Dragon of Invisibility?
It may be hard to believe beyond imagination, but touching is absolutely prohibited.
I think I can only just hold myself back.
Very much appreciated.
I'll just be on my way then.
Please come again soon.
Touching it is prohibited.
The sunglasses of eternal darkness. Looks like normal sunglasses, just that the lenses are covered in black paint. Cool. Go, go, Rufus Rubber Arm! That always worked before. A juicer hat. I bet I look extra cool with this. Like a man of the world. Cole is bound to be impressed.
An excellent choice, sir. Please do not forget to return the merchandise to its proper place before leaving
Not sure
the
exactly
store.
what a juicer hat is going to be useful for. Can I try it out?
Goal is bound to be impressed. Anti-gravity socks. They have everything here. Here goes nothing.
Oh, I can get the Can I wear it?
The sunglasses of eternal darkness. Looks like normal sunglasses, just that the lenses are covered in black paint. Cool.
Okay. I can't hold on to the anti-gravity socks. Can you combine this?
Excuse me, sir, but I would like to point out to you that the modification, recalibration, or tuning of the sample items is prohibited.
Oh. Okay.
The top prize is some fully functional torpedo equipment. Oh, boy, just what I've always wanted. Playing the lottery has nothing to do with luck. All you need is an infallible system. Huh, the Lotto-Mat doesn't seem to understand my system. I don't need any more equipment for that. All I need, and my
Excuse me, sir, but I would like to point...
Okay. Banana string?
It's about time somebody invented that.
Redder.
Goal and I definitely need something like this for our villa in Elysium. We could put it in our bedroom, for example. Yeah, then I could shred in bed.
Indestructible, right?
I am very sorry, sir. The destruction of sample items is not permitted.
I'm not doing that, because according to the label, these sunglasses are indestructible.
That is correct.
Well then. Goal and I, we could put it in, then
They look broken.
I knew I could break them. People just shouldn't challenge me.
Excuse me, sir, but I would like to point out...
Not even if they're broken?
It is impossible for the indestructible sun. They are indestructible. An excellent choice, sir.
Ha! Indestructible? No way. It's broken. And I'm sure you don't have to pay for samples that break when you try them on. Or what?
Will you be paying by cash or organ donation?
Oh, I see. They aren't broken after all. My mistake. Ah, darn it. Oh, a clue would be just the ticket.
Clue. Huh.
Welcome to Gil. You are being... How may I...
I'll just be on my way then.
Please come again soon.
Goal is bound to be impressed. Here goes nothing.
I can't put it back?
But the floor models must not be raw area under any circumstances.
I have no idea what you're talking. All right, all right.
Okay.
Never stuff that some stranger has already had in their rear end. Never.
Okay.
The bumper looks stable, but can it withstand crash test? Uh-oh, that spells trouble. God, what a weirdo. Couldn't he find a decent job? Yoo-hoo! What is that sheet music?
La fabulare. È una canzone molto romantica. La 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 la.
Calzone. Arrivederci.
Huh? What's that mean?
Nothing. These foreign models are just pieces of junk. Something's always breaking down.
Stronzo! Sei un matto! Making a poof with my new sacco di aria! Now I must go to il doctor to get a replacement!
That was funny.
Oh, I can't steal his gondola, darn it.
Ugly nest. It must be an extremely ugly bird.
The guy who beat us up.
Is that supposed to... Hey, hold still! Oh, darn it. Oh, it seems to have some sort of motion sensor.
Motion sensor.
What an ugly bird. Don't they have any face checks around here? May I bother you?
Not really.
Then I'll have to do it without your consent. Didn't we meet in front of Doc's workshop?
You must be mistaken.
No, no. You and your beefy chum, you were gonna take something from me. What was it you were yelling? Death to the Organon?
Death to the Organon!
He was one of those guys in the mask.
Death to the Organon!
I mean, well, you know, the...
Whoever would say such a thing? Not that it isn't a good slogan. I mean, someone must have put a lot of thought into that.
Why are you sitting here on your lonesome?
I'm waiting for a worthy opponent to play rock, paper, scissors.
Why do you think you might find one here?
Because people around here tend to give you the finger.
That makes sense. So you're a professional rock, paper, scissors player?
I'm an expert, a professor, a prestidigitator. Scissors is my forte. I've been training it for years and I can do rocks too. Once in a while, I'm still a bit hesitant to make my paper. But my coach says that I can compensate for this weakness through speed and stamina.
I want to play.
Why not? But I need to see your fingers first. Did you bring them?
Well, the last time I looked, they were at the lower end of my arm. Let me have a look. Yep, here they are.
Nice try, buddy.
Why? What's wrong with them?
Those aren't official tournament fingers. They might be loaded. Come back when you have an official tournament hand.
I want to play.
Why not? But I need to see your fingers first. Did you bring them?
Well, the last time I looked, yep, here. Why? What's wrong with them?
They might be loaded. Come back when you...
Okay, so I need fingers.
I'll be off then.
See you around.
I hope there's also something useful in there.
Okay.
That's one of the guys I beat up outside the city gate. I'll have to be careful. Excuse me?
What do you want?
I think an apology would be in order.
What for?
Like, for attacking me in the street?
Listen up, kiddo. I'm a member of unorganized crime.
And how does that give you the right to assault innocent passers-by in broad daylight?
That's the way we roll.
Cool. So, unorganized crime. What is it exactly?
Organization without the organized bits.
Could I join you, maybe? I'm incredibly unorganized.
Don't be ridiculous. What could you possibly have to offer?
I'm a gifted tinkerer.
Really? So what do you tinker?
Power inverters, escape machines, a life of order and contentment.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
I'm very resilient. I can fall from a tower 2 miles high into a pile of syringes without taking any damage.
Remarkable. And can you juggle balls on your nose?
Oh, really? I'm a daring adventurer, not a circus ocelot.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
I am so incredibly cool.
Just how cool?
I'm so, like, laid back that the back of my head, like, yeah.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
And I'm a good listener.
You are? That sounds interesting.
They call me the Ear.
You know, there's this story that I've always wanted to...
Eagle Ear, master of sound waves.
But my story...
Listening his opponents into the dust.
Forget it.
What? Did he say something? I certainly am reckless enough.
I know you're not.
But how can I prove to you that I'm reckless enough?
You'd have to do something truly reckless, like shave Donna's cat, for instance.
If that's all.
That wasn't a serious suggestion. Nobody in his right mind would ever do something that reckless.
Hey, I'm not nobody in his right... Don't try to stop me.
They shaved Donna's cat.
Beat it.
Say, where's your pal?
Wink, he's got in our secret hideout, even though he's not really qualified. Blind as a bat in his right eye. And the right eye is the important one after all.
Huh? Who says that?
My mama. Why?
Do you also like to play rock, paper, scissors?
Sure. Unfortunately, I left my tournament fingers in the hideout today.
I'll get back to you.
Whatever.
Hello, bozo.
Okay,
old
so this guy
pirate.
has the
We've
tournament
been through this,
fingers.
Rufus. I am not a pirate. I'm only a junk dealer with my own trawler.
Yeah, right. And the parrot on your shoulder is only perching there by chance.
I don't have a parrot, Rufus. I've never had one.
Is that so? Then who did I feed those earthworms to whenever you were asleep?
You're a rare bird yourself.
An eagle.
Was there anything in particular you wanted to talk to me about? What are you waiting for?
The multiple choice box.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
Worms?
Shh. Here it comes now. Oh, don't tell me I slept through the entire passage.
Like a platypus. Only you mumbled in your sleep.
I was dreaming of my next big adventure.
Would that have anything to do with ballet, sweet cheeks?
Something went wrong with the surgery.
You think so? She looks healthy to me.
Well, physically, she's in great shape. Like this. Boom, chaka chaka, boom, yeah! But mentally, it's more like... Understand?
Certain people have mental problems. Yes, I understand that.
Her mind has been split into 3 parts. Now, I have to persuade all 3 of them to come back to the lab for another round of surgery.
Your girlfriend now exists in triplicate? Don't stretch yourself too thin. Handling one woman's hard enough. But 3 at a time?
I'll manage somehow. How's the grog around here?
This is peppermint tea.
Yeah, right. Tell me another one. Pirates drink grog. Everybody knows that.
But I'm not. Listen, I talked to Doc. He says your skewed perception may be an indication of a serious head injury.
And the scar next to your eye may be an indication of an exciting sea battle. Harr!
Seriously. Did you ever fall on your head? I mean, between the 2 times since we've met.
Anchors away! Hoist the sails! Avast ye landlubbers! Yo ho 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 ho!
Oh, well. None of my business. Just as long as you don't forget to pay me for the passage.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum! Arr. See you later.
Don't get lost.
Hey, leave the candle alone. It's the only thing that provides light in here when the generator goes on the fritz.
The ambience is perfect. I'll have the 3 goals wrapped around my finger in no time.
Gulliver.
That must be Gulliver. He looks all right to me, but he's a lousy replacement for Lonzo. Hi.
Ah, a new customer. Welcome to Gulliver's Gully. I'm Gulliver. If you need to use the bathroom, let me know, and I'll give you the key, the flashlight, and the wolf repellent. We assume no liability for damages caused by the peanuts on the counter. So, what can I do for you?
Huh.
Gulliver's Gully doesn't sound terribly inviting.
My customers aren't used to being invited anywhere. Who would want to invite thieves and smugglers? Or people with infectious mouth diseases? Now,
Ew.
if you're looking for an inviting ambience, you'd better go uptown, kid.
I've got a few questions regarding your regulars.
Spit 'em out.
What kind of people usually hang out here?
Well, riffraff and rabble, you know, thieves, cutthroats, but the good kind.
Well, it's pretty empty at the moment.
This time of day. Besides, your people, only Nod is here now. He's with unorganized crime. I think he's
Not
here
in
now
Wink,
because
right?
his brother Wink took the first third of the preliminary 5 o'clock show. But as you can imagine, unorganized crime schedules are a little obscure. And then there's Garliff. He comes here to play.
So what does he play?
Rock, paper,
Yeah,
scissors.
that's the guy upstairs.
Seriously? Your dangerous rabble plays rock, paper, scissors?
It may not sound like a game for tough men, but the stakes are high. And they play with loaded fingers.
Don't you ever run into problems with the organon? To me, it looks like everyone here is doing whatever they want.
That's right. The authorities leave us alone here. Portofisco is far away, and the magnetic train route runs along the coast. That's how the floating black market was formed in the first place. We're always in places where the organon doesn't look.
And if I told you that it won't stay that way for long?
Then I would tell you to go join Janosch and his resistance windbags. Only an idiot would believe in that conspiracy crap.
Do you know Captain Bozo?
Sure. He drops anchor here on a regular basis. I think he's got something going on with the owner of the weapons store in Little Venice. She won't break your heart. She'll perforate it with a repeating laser.
And Bozo has a thing going with that fury? I can hardly imagine how that would work out. Go on, tell me about Bozo's girlfriend again.
I think he's got something going on with the owner of the weapons store in Little Venice.
Okay.
She won't break your heart. She'll perforate it with a repeating laser.
And Bozo has a thing? I can hardly imagine how that would work out. What can you tell me about unorganized crime?
I wouldn't mess with them if I were you. They're dangerous and unpredictable. If you want to know more, go ahead and ask Nod over there.
Yeah, I already talked to Nod.
You mentioned an underground movement. What's up with that?
Well, calling it an underground movement might be somewhat exaggerated. Garliff and his friends, Janosch and Lebo, hold regular meetings in Janosch's mother's basement.
That's gotta be a joke.
It is. And the punchline is Janosch, their leader. He thinks he's some sort of freedom fighter.
That's it for now.
Yep, that was definitely enough.
It's pretty dark in here.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Most of my regulars aren't a pretty sight. But if you think this is dark, just wait until the generator breaks down again.
Does that happen often?
Unfortunately, yeah. It's the salty air. Almost the same effect as sugar in the tank. Odd, isn't it?
Okay.
A drink, please.
Have you got any money?
Well,
I thought so. I mean, just look at you.
Why does everybody always say that?
Come back when you've got money. Transients don't get a tab here.
For the lady, please.
No thanks. Even if I could bring myself to drink from these filthy glasses,
No comment.
I would never allow the likes of you to buy me a drink.
And what if I were the last man in existence?
What do you mean, were?
Bummer. What else is there to see in the floating black market?
Don't tell me you're a tourist. In that case, you'd better go uptown, assuming they let you in. Downtown is reserved for smugglers, fences, gamblers, and pirates. For a special thrill, I recommend watching the platypus Pataka in the market arena. However, fighting only takes place when two squads.
Can't the jukebox play a different song for a change?
What do you mean? It plays a different song all the time.
Are you sure? It does sound pretty familiar, you know.
Leave my jukebox alone. Nothing but classics in the playlist. My favorite is the mating song of the junk crabs. Only when the door's closed. Complaints about crab bites as it is.
I, need to use the bathroom.
Then you should sign this waiver first.
A waiver? I hereby confirm that I am not entitled to seek damages against Gulliver, Gulliver's Gully, or Splash Me Toilet Outfitters in the case of blah 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 blah, hair loss, chemical burns to the nasal mucous membranes, blah 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 blah, spider bites, rat bites, wolf bites, blah 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 blah, leprosy, psoriasis, or any kind of curse inflicted by indigenous tribes. Who would sign this nonsense?
Well, the owner of the drawer, for one.
Is he suicidal?
No. Blind. Using this bathroom is also a popular test of courage. I mean, popular with those who are named in the will. Garliff up there currently has a bet going on with his buddy, Lebo. But, I don't think he's gonna do it. He's still got plans.
Yeah, well, I have a plan, too. I'm planning not to act like a coward. Hand me that pen.
You don't have to do this. You know that, right?
I've never done things I had to do.
Well then, good luck. When your urge to go becomes stronger than your sense of self-preservation, you can ask Garliff for the key.
I'll do that. See you later.
Come back when you're serious about buying a drink.
May I bother you again?
Aren't you gonna do that anyway?
Got a point there. Have you got the key to the tavern bathroom?
Yes, but I still need it. I have this bet going.
You bet that you would use that bathroom?
Yeah, but I simply haven't worked up the courage yet.
Scares the crap out of you, does it?
That's what I'm waiting for.
I want to play.
Why not? But I need to see your fingers first. Did you bring them?
Well, the last time I looked, yeah.
No, I need the bathroom
Why?
key.
What's wrong with
Those aren't official. They might be low. Come back when you...
I'll be off then.
See you around.
Oh, what about the guard?
May I bother you again?
Aren't you gonna do that anyway?
I'll be off then.
See you around.
Okay, I guess I still can't get the key.
All right, Rufus. This is a routine situation for a ladies' man like yourself. Easy peasy. No reason at all to be nervous. You are eloquent and witty. Very handsome. And your hair smells of solvent. Now, for the right facial expression. Here it comes. Check. Charm cannons at full blast. And now, to come up with the best possible line. Oh, that's it. A classic. Take a deep breath, and then... Here I go.
Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
So, this is where you've been hanging out.
Believe me, I would much rather be on the West Promenade by the rotating gardens. At this time of year, Morris serves the best soyacino in all of Elysium. Instead, I'm sitting in this hole in the ground drinking... What is this, anyway?
Camel drool, what else?
Camel drool.
No, wait, the camel drool's still under the counter. What you got there is the tincture for my nail infection.
Ah! Does that put your filthy nails in this?
Yeah, but go ahead and drink it. Apparently it only works on fingernails.
And this is where my mechanisms of repression should be kicking in. Ah! Here they are.
Are you mad at me for some reason?
Whatever makes you think that? You kidnapped me, caused me a bad head injury.
That's not the way I remember it.
You appear to be suffering from a perception disorder.
You mean, in reality, you're not sexy at all?
Just stay away from me. Understood?
You have to come with me and see Doc.
What for? So you can demolish my head even further?
Ah, really turned your head, did I?
Turning heads and demolishing them are two different things.
With Tony's tortoise, they weren't.
Listen, Rufus, I am dirty, my hair is a mess, and my head feels like someone sliced through my skull with a circular saw.
Yes, but there's no proof.
And to top it all off, I'm starving. So, you had better stay away from me.
Hey, if you're hungry, I've got a leftover bowl of peanuts from our last mud cake festival.
Ooh, yuck! It's growing hair. I bet this little bowl contains more killer bacteria than a biological warfare lab.
Nah, we're all out of killer bacteria. These are influenza viruses.
You must come with me. Something went wrong with the surgery.
What do you mean something went wrong?
Well, you know the fairy tale about the three bears? It was pretty much like that, just that there were no bears. And that your mind was, split three ways during botched brain surgery, that's all.
What?
No, don't panic, I'll fix everything. Won't you please just come along?
No, I'd rather starve here.
Can't we speed this up a little? We both know that you can't resist me forever.
I said no. And if you were a gentleman, you would know what that word means.
What do I have to do to make you come along?
First of all, you should look up the meaning of the word no.
Yeah, all right, let's assume I just did that. What would I have to do next? Could I interest you in a romantic dinner?
Your invitation. Really? Huh. Maybe there is left under that filthy coat of yours.
Dinner first. You can go looking for my gallantry later.
Which restaurants do you have in mind? And is it clean?
A restaurant? I was thinking of, an extra serving of peanuts. I mean, they're free.
Yeah, if you don't count the doctor's bill.
Ah, great.
Oh, it sounded too good to be true. Just forget it.
Hey, baby.
There he goes again.
We're actually not all that different. Neither of us on this planet.
That's right. I belong on Elysium, and you belong in solitary confinement.
No. What I meant was, we belong together. We are soulmates, so to speak.
I have no idea where you get that notion. I am sophisticated. I am educated.
Check.
I haven't got any communicable diseases.
But I still maintain that we're very similar.
Just don't come too close to me, will you?
He has the herpes.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
It did indeed.
Oh, right. Yes, I can imagine. Here's looking at you, kid.
Why? Do you have a sty or something?
Now that you mention it, I've actually got a little eye infection.
Oh, keep your distance, okay?
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Good question. What am I doing here? Oh, I remember. You dropped me from the escape pod.
Saved you, dropped you. Doesn't all that depend on the point of view?
Only if you're a short-sighted idiot.
Luckily, that's easy to verify. Hey, Bozo, did I rescue Goal?
No idea. I gave up trying to understand what you were doing a long time ago.
You see? Bozo thinks I'm cool, too. I give up.
I'm afraid I already know you better than that.
Here, I'll be right back.
Is that a promise?
Of course.
Good. That increases the chances that you'll stay away.
What a woman. Whew. Despite my mighty strength, I'm not going to get anywhere without tools. The flap is screwed down.
I got a screwdriver.
The dead pigeon tango.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Hands off!
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do? Stamp your feet and steal my firstborn child?
I wouldn't talk so big if I were you. I'm at the right height to prevent your firstborn child from ever being conceived.
Yeah, I have to go. I get a pain in the neck when I look down for too long.
Oh, he's back.
A music stand? Uh-oh, that spells trouble. Oops. Why does that always happen to me with antennas?
What the heck did I... Tournament hand.
That must be one of those genuine tournament hands for professional rock, paper, scissors. I have got to get on board that submersible.
Okay, so...
Hey, you! Why are you sneaking around here?
Do you mean me?
Of course I mean you. Or do you have an invisible buddy with you?
Ha! If I had a buddy with me, he wouldn't be half as invisible as I am, because I move as inconspicuously as a ninja.
Ah, no way. The way you stomp around, I would notice you even if you were hidden. Use a golden dragon of invisibility from Gilligan's Gadget Shop.
Ha! A real ninja doesn't need gadgets.
Gilligan?
I can
Isn't
dissolve
Gilligan
into
the
thin
bar
air
owner?
with my secret stealth powers anytime.
Then please do
Oh, no,
that. I
Gulliver.
don't want to see you around here again.
Gulliver's Tavern,
Understand?
right? And Gilligan's Gadget. Okay, so I need the, I need to get that dragon. Okay. Oh.
I feel like I'm being watched. Oh, no, I can't while someone's watching.
I wonder if the indestructible goggles can go on the periscope. Alright, I'm gonna take a break here. It's a good place to stop and figure out what's going on. Take a quick break and I'll be back.